Patrick, hi, how are you?
I'm good, Paul. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Good to see you again. Patrick, I suppose I'm going to start by just recapping for everybody about what we were trying to achieve. You three things to work on from a financial planning point of view and kind of being a leader and working towards helping people. So the first thing I want to look at for you was kind of the savings for the wedding, but also the deposit of the house. But I also did ask you to kind of maybe prioritize one or pick one and nail that first rather than trying to straddle two horses. And then the last thing we're looking at was the company pension plan. You had a really good company pension plan in place, but I wanted you to educate yourself in relation to the different fund options that are available. So do you want to give me an update of where you are and see how we get on?
We had the three things like you said. So the wedding, we were kind of writing it down and seeing if we could afford to save for the deposit and save for the wedding, and it just wasn't feasible. So we decided to put the wedding as the second priority.
Okay, great.
So deposit is number one. So we've literally been putting all our savings just straight onto the deposit.
Excellent. That's great news. And in fairness, for anyone that's been following you to date, I suppose, it's really important because we can have multiple financial goals, but sometimes it's important to prioritize one or two over the others rather than waiting 2 or 3 years longer. Renting for longer, interest rates increasing in the background as well. So I'm delighted to hear you went for the house first. How's the savings going for the deposit?
Yeah, like I won't lie, it's been a real struggle. The first couple of months especially, but after sitting down with yourself, we set ourselves a saving goal, and I'm glad to say we've been hitting it for the last couple of months since we started.
Okay, that's great. So you're nailing your savings target, which again is brilliant. Okay, let's talk about the last thing then, which was kind of third on the list, which was the pension. Let me know how you're getting on there.
Yeah, well, really good. After we had that chat, I got straight on to my pension provider, and they informed me we had an online portal that I could interact with, and I was able to just literally pick what we discussed and what you advised, and I was able to get it sorted within about 5 minutes.
That's brilliant from your role as a leader in this project. It's great because a lot of people watching this will be in a similar situation where they have a company pension plan, they've never looked at it, they've never logged on, they didn't even know they had a portal. Look, it's great. It's a great check-in, and I'm delighted to hear you're doing so well. Have you any questions for me or anything you want to run by me or anything like that before we finish up?
We've had our few meetings, so I'm literally we're just going at a steady pace now. We don't want to ask you questions and have to save more money or bring something else into it.
Yeah, no, but in fairness, what I will say is you look even different than you're talking about finance in a different way than you did in the beginning of this journey with On Push. So I think that's why I wanted to get involved in this, because you can already see the change in you in relation to how you're talking about your money, more confident, pensions, savings, prioritization.
I've been using that On Push Money Manager too, and I found that a really good help.
From a budgeting point of view, yeah, no, it is really good. And again, a lot of people don't understand, for that budgeting tool, that from a budget, you don't have to be an On Push customer, so you can put all your banks in, Revolut, any of the main Irish pillar banks into one system, budgets everything. So I do get a lot of people saying that from a feedback point of view, and it's free, so it's quite easy for people to download and use. I think it's great. Anything that helps people understand their money and budget better, because budgeting is the basis of financial planning. You have to have a good budget and know what to do with it. Patrick, it's been great catching up with you, and we'll talk to you in the very near future. All right, best of luck.
You too, Paul. Best of luck. God bless.
Cheerio. Bye bye.